Nagaland thagya book lovers kan karne ekta khushi khobor de aji literature festival or book fair shuru hoise zone near to by the park jumu khedima de Hornbill TV pra program attend kriya khan ge aji kali manu khan technology or books puriya do kiniga balance krobole lage aro tai khan naga favorite writers kun ase itu hudishe abi details sabo.
Hornbill TV aji yare near to resort literature festival and book fair laga program de ahi gine ase. Itu festival hole to basically literature celebrate kura. Aro students kan ge literature la importance bi hekai tu ekla hole books kan hole bi kineka puriwo lage aro writers kan bi kineka khana se itu ekla hole naga writers kan nijor bi ahi gine yare book lovers kan ge bi kotha kuria laga bi festival ekta ase itu tai kan laga second edition ase first edition hole to jwa sal bi thagise moi kan yare near to resort te aha nishna alag colleges schools pra hole bi dusra standards tai hi itu primary section de hole bi BA BSc level kan hole bi ahi gine aji laga program bi attend kura ase tai kan aji laga program attend kura nishna moi kan aji yare students kan teachers kan ge hudibo book puria to kiman important ase itu ekla nuili tai kan laga favorite writers bi kun ase naga writers kan bi kun ase aro aji kali technology bi ekta bishi fast pace te thagi ja nishna students kan kiniga technology aro reading books laga itu duita de balance kuro paru moi kan ta kan ge bi itia huda hudi kan bi kuri gine jawa. Who is your favorite naga writer?
Eastern Curie.
For me, like Eastern Curie and Rinchito Lims.
What are the themes you are loving about the Naga writers, be it poems or novels in general? Like the themes.
Themes like mostly they focus on nature and then spirits.
Okay, so you love that?
Yeah.
Okay. How about you? What are the kind of themes that the Naga writers delve into that you love reading?
Okay, so like as of me, Naga writers like they usually delves into themes of like they do about like love, romantic poems also. But for me, I really enjoy like something they when they like write about our Naga history, folk like stories and all.
Who is your favorite Naga writer?
And it's Eastern Curie.
Do you read books more or touch your phones more?
It was before I joined. It was before my first year college. I was actually so much involved in the reading books that I've read almost around 50 books during the lockdown.
During the lockdown.
Yeah.
Okay. How about now? Are you being able to maintain a balance between touching your gadgets, mobile phones, and then reading books?
Now it's not.
It's not.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm focusing more on my gadget. I don't know why.
You don't? Who is your favorite Naga writer?
I like Eastern Curie. The writings are simple and very interesting.
We keep reading a lot of Naga writers, and there are many Naga writers also who are coming up as well. What do you think we should do, or teachers also? What do you think you should be doing to encourage students to read more books, or involve more in books and writings rather than play touch their gadgets?
Yeah. Actually, for reading, as a college students, we can't really force them to read books, right? Depends on them. But then, for me as a librarian, I used to encourage them to go for fictional books first for beginners and more of these Naga authors, because it's very simple, it's easier to understand. And I myself, as an occasional reader, I prefer our Naga authors. Yeah, so I used to tell my students to go for this our Naga authors first as a starter. And to get into reading, yeah.
Okay. Do you read books often? If so, who is your favorite writer and what is your favorite book?
I don't actually read that much, but I do like reading through my phone. Not
Like
books,
webtoons
but yeah, web like I don't know. I just can't think of it at the moment.
No problem. So, so basically, you prefer reading webtoons or reading e-books rather than like books like this.
Yes.
So, do you think that is a good or bad thing? Do you equally learn from both, or what do you say?
I think it's not so good. Like if we read through book, I think it's more better. But I don't know. Like I don't have the habit of reading it through the book, na. So I just read through online, I'd say.
How important is it to read books or be it e-books also? How important is it?
To say we learn stories also, and then we can develop our pronunciation, not pronunciation, but we can develop our vocabulary and all, like learn new words, and just if we find some words which we can't understand, we can just go to the dictionary and search it, and then we can just make ourselves more knowledgeable, I'd say.
Spirit Nights by Stephen Curie. I really love that.
Hornbill TV is here right now with two of them from the organizing committee as well. We will get to know more about how today's youths are evolving with both technology and also reading books as well, and how they're balancing, or if at all actually youths are are even interested in reading books at all these days. Thank you so much for joining me. What is your name and your designation first?
So my name is Deepthi and I work as executive editor with Penguin Random House.
Hi, my name is Pallavi. I also work with Penguin. I head their communications, and together we also are part of the organizing committee for the Penguin Presents White Owl Literature Festival.
Ma'am, so could you tell us the importance of writers actually passing down folk tales, folklores through books? Because these days, especially even in Nagaland, also Nagaland is known to be one tribe that might be losing their language in some years to come, in some decades to come. How do you think it is? How important is it for writers to actually start inculcating this in their books and passing it down to the children? How can they do it?
So this is an interesting question because we are both not from Nagaland, and I have an opposite view of this. Actually, I feel that Nagaland is very much steeped into its language, its culture, its heritage, whether it's women wearing their traditional outfits at even all kinds of events, whether it's an international event or an event like ours where they have representation from across the country, or for that matter, if there are sessions that are being involving the local authors who are also talking about their legacy, their heritage, stories. And events like this, they need to work with each other so that the world gets to know about the Northeast and the Northeast gets to know about the world.
Nagas, like you said, we are all very peculiar in our own ways. We have a lot of tribes in all the 7 states as well. So how do you think, and books, topics and themes of books are versatile. It goes beyond, age and everything. So how do you think we Nagas can use books as our statement in any topic? Like a word for writers and even aspiring youths who wants to write.
Look, I think already you've seen like a lot of the writers, you have so many well-respected writers who come from Nagaland. It's just to continue the tradition of that. Sorry, I don't know why I'm holding the mic. So I just think it's completely possible. You may not be able to earn a living from it, but writing is about much more. It's about, like you just mentioned, it's about passing down stories. It's about passing down folk tales. It's telling your own story as well. It could be absolutely contemporary. It could be your life as a journalist in Dimapur today. And that is also valuable. It doesn't have to be some ancient history. You should be open to writing your story and having an audience. The audience is there and it'll reach the right audience.
तो itu thaise Hornbill TV aji yare ahi kena literature festival aru book fair laga program laga attendees kan ge kotha koise itu eklai nohile bi organizers khan hoile bi tai khan itu books la upor ki babe itu eklai nohile naga manu laga itu peculiar tradition culture hoile bi kinega books khan de present kuribo lage itu khan la hoile bi huda hudi kuri gene jaise ahya din khan de ne update ani thaiwa reporter ke khresin yo ke ho camera person wong Hornbill TV chumkiri